really the conversation around like the other 23 hours of the day, right? Because we have them for the 1 hour, and yes, there are so many ways to make that the best hour of their day. But, you know, like you said, it's so important for us to dive into the other 23 hours of the day, because I mean, that's the majority, you know, and that's what you said with sleep, right? And like the personal development pieces and the community. And like, I mean, that's the other 23 hours of the day that I think is so important.
I couldn't agree more. Yeah, I think somebody said most of everything I've said, I didn't really make up myself. I've just ripped it off of other people. And in addition to that, I heard somebody say one time that movement is really just smoke and mirrors compared to the other things that we can speak into in your life, you know. And like, we could give you the best workout of all time, and if you smoke a cigarette right afterwards, like it probably isn't going to take effect like it could, you know. And you could take out a cigarette and say binge eating, or poor sleep hygiene, or a stressful job, or whatever. Yeah, so just, I think sometimes people think that they have to be perfect to see results. And when they're not perfect, they think, well, I just won't mention it, because to mention it means that I'm broken, and this isn't supposed to be a place for broken people. And I think it's like on the contrary, you know, like we're a hospital, and there's not healthy people in a hospital. You know, there's healthy people in the afterlife, but myself included. It's like I got all kinds of hangups that I'm dealing with, and what a better place. And like that's probably going to take some time. Like I still feel like that's not even the culture in our place, where it's okay to talk about you know, an eating disorder, or it's okay to talk about like how you know, unhappy you are with your job in a gym, or all these things that basically just manifest it like you don't have it figured out, and that life is freaking hard. You know, I think in the gym there's still like this permeating culture that like everything is awesome, look at us, we're working out, it's so great and special. And it's like that's not reality. And I don't think that I think the gym should be an inoculating chamber for how difficult life is, and it should be the center to like address that stuff. I think church can be that. I think you know, a clinical practice in terms of like the psychology could be that. But here's what we got going that they don't, is that we can also touch like the physical stuff that happens in their life. Whereas, I mean, maybe there's some churches that are like, hey, let's get together and exercise on Saturday, but you know, that's not really a part of the protocol. That's weird for them to step into that realm. I think it's easy for us to like launch into those things that are definitely like unifying, that are definitely like integrated under this umbrella of like wellness. You know, I think fitness is kind of restricted. Fitness seems to the common man like it's just movement, and maybe to the more educated man like it's movement and nutrition. But when you talk wellness, when you talk health, like that turns into something much more broad that I think you could have a bigger impact on.